Hello everyone, Mackie here, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, it's going to be a new kind of, I don't know if it's going to be a series, but just a random video that'll pop up once in a while. It's like story time with Mackie / McKaylee. Tell me, like this video so I know that you guys want this to happen and continue. I got a lot of stories to tell, good and bad, but or comment down below if you want this thing to keep happening. So just tell me so I know. And today's story, I guess, is going to be about the time or times I almost died. I almost died a couple times. Alright, let's try. Okay, so let me just start off by saying cats have 9 lives, right? Well, I'm not sure how many lives humans have. Pretty sure they just have 1 life, but you know, we're gonna just say I have like 9 lives too. And some of them are gone. But alright, so when I was about 3 years old, I think. Yeah, 3 years old. I caught ammonia. I got ammonia really bad. One of my mom's good friends was just babysitting me while my mom was out doing something. I don't know, maybe she's on a date with my father or something. And the babysitter was like, "Why is she like freaking out? Like, I don't even know the symptoms of ammonia." My mom was telling me I started having these like attacks, or I had a fever or something. I don't remember. And she's like, "You need to take your dad to the hospital." And so I went into the hospital. I think I was in the hospital for like a week and a half or 2 weeks. It's a pretty long time. And I was only 3 years old, so, you know, thinking that just my little body hasn't grown all the way, that my system wouldn't be as strong against fighting things, they were going to assume that I was going to die from it, or I was almost like deadly sick. But I don't know how. Somehow I came out of ammonia, and I'm perfectly fine. I don't know if people die from ammonia a lot. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. But if they don't, then I'm rare. But if they do, then that's sad. But, so that was that one. I was a stupid child, you guys. As a toddler, my brain was just like out of this world. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought death was a cool thing, maybe. I don't know. But another time was when I was like a toddler. What was it? Maybe I was like 3, 2, maybe 4, 5, 6 years old. Anyways, I was running them tricycles. I don't know what they call them. The bicycle, they're not really a bicycle. I didn't have training wheels. It was the one before training wheels, like the one with 3 wheels, 2 in the back, 1 in the front, and you would just sit and put your legs forward and pedal. Those kind of bicycles. Anyways, I had a little pink one with this like really nice cushion seat. I had it, and I think I threw it out because it was all messed up. And anyways, but I've had it for the longest time. But when my parents just FYI, my parents are divorced, and my father passed away 2 years ago, May 20th of 2012. I was 13 years old. But anyways, when my parents both lived together and were raising me, we lived in a house that was on the same street as train tracks. Like if you just went down the street of our house, there's train tracks. And I was running down the street, and a train was coming. And I was going to cross over the train tracks and then come back, because that's like what I usually do. I just ride back and down the street on my little tricycle. And there was a train coming. And luckily there was a guy waiting for the train to go by, because the handles were down. The train was coming, the handles were down. But I was just going to go past him like, I don't care, this is just another car, right? Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I honestly don't remember, but I could have died. He got out of his car, he ran over to me. He grabbed me, and he got my tricycle, and he's like, "Whoa, don't you go in the street." And he asked me, "What's my name, da-da-da, where do you live?" And he brought me back to my house. And turns out that his niece became one of my best friends since I was 3 years old till like I was 13 years old. I don't know. We're not really best friends anymore. We're okay friends, but yeah, I've had like a best friend my whole life, but so that's how I met her. But yeah, I'll just say his name. If Kobe wasn't there, Kobe saved my life that time. And I'm trying to think. Those are the 2 times as a toddler when I was like, or even a kid, when I was dumb and I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I could just do whatever and be perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure there's another time, like not even recently. Oh yeah, maybe. Alright. I don't know if this is necessarily dying, but I kind of, not really went into shock, but like freaked out, and I was like gonna pass out or something. So, if you guys don't know what an X-Acto knife is, an X-Acto knife is pretty much like a pole with a razor on it, and at the end of the razor, it's really sharp. It cuts through like, I think pretty much everything. Like that X-Acto knives, they're hella sharp. And in art class we had X-Acto knives, and we were doing a project where you cut out pieces and you mirror that piece. I don't remember what it's called, some long name, but take a piece of paper, you draw shapes, you cut them out, you put those shapes there, and then you mimic the shadows of those shapes, like the thing you cut out, the solid, and then the shape it was in. Like if you cut out the piece it's missing, and you just mimic it. It's kind of a weird concept, but I was cutting, I had a piece of box and I had my paper, and I was cutting on my paper through the box. I don't think it doesn't cut through the box or something or whatever, but I was cutting with it, and it was the end of class, the bell rang, and everybody was rushing to clean up and stuff, because it's art class, you just, I don't know, have to always clean up. This was in 8th grade, 7th grade, one of those, and I put the X-Acto knife down on the table, and I got up to put my box away, like the thing I was cutting with the X-Acto knife on or whatever, and I guess somehow somebody knocked the table or knocked my chair, and the X-Acto knife fell off the table and fell on my hand. Now, at the moment I didn't feel anything, I didn't even know it hit me, like, I got up perfectly fine, started walking, and then I felt a cold air at my hand, like, it was the weirdest feeling in the world, and I looked up and there was a huge hole in my hand, there was no blood, all I saw was white muscle, and I can show you a picture, boom, now, and I was scared. I was like, whoa, what the heck? I just sat there, and the whole class was looking around me, like everybody that was around me, and they were just like, oh, what the heck is that? I'm just like, oh, that's my muscle, nope, that's my bone, and I was like freaking out, and the teacher's like, let's take you down to the office, let's get you patched up or something, and I went, this is not really death, but this is like an injury where I kind of freaked out, and I was like lightheaded and stuff, but, what's it called? They took me down, when I was walking down to the office, because this classroom was upstairs, and when I was walking downstairs, blood just started pouring out. It wasn't like volcano explosion, like arterial bleeding, it was like, it just came out like a lake or something, like a broken pipe, I don't know what I'm talking about, and it just started falling down my hand. It was disgusting, it was gory, I did not like it, but it turns out later that day I got stitches, and boom, I'll show you that in a second. I don't have pictures at the time. I don't think I took pictures of my open cut. I can give you a picture of what it looks like now, the scar. It's pretty ugly. And what it looked like with stitches. I took pictures of my stitches. But anyways, that happened, and I literally freaked out. Like, you wouldn't think you should freak out. You're like, oh, it's a deep, it was pretty deep cut. I mean, I saw all the layers of my skin, like, that thing is thick. You don't think your skin's that thick, your skin's pretty thick. And I saw white, and I honestly thought it was my bone, but it was just my muscle. I did not cut my muscle, that was the good part, else it would have been worse. But I got almost down to it, it was just like a hair away, and then it would have been like arterial bleeding, freaky stuff. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. 3 random stories. Tell me if you want me to tell you more stories about my life, or Minecraft, or anything in the comments below. Like this video, all this jazz, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles!